Hey everyone, it's Lexie. So in today's video I'll be sharing with you all the music, movies, and TV shows that I watched and listened to over the month of June. So June wasn't a very good media month for me. I feel like there wasn't a lot of new music coming out. It was just very quiet in terms of media, but nevertheless I still have some things that I'm really excited about. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So starting out with music, I first have I Quit Drinking by Kelsea, Ballerini, and LANY, I think that's how you pronounce it. This was her newest single that has come out, and I really like it. I like the duet in here and all that. She performed it at one of the Country Music Awards, and I really like that as well. In the music video, it's really good. I like the kind of the piano pattern that's in the chorus, and it's really addicting, just kind of the melody of it, which I really like. And even though it's not country-esque, I like the storytelling in it, so that's really good. And then I also like Lead the Way from Raya and the Last Dragon, which is on the soundtrack for the movie, and that's a little bit funny for me to say, but I do really like the soundtrack of this one. I think even though it's not a musical, I do like the song at the end, and I like how it's very much kind of inspirational to Asian culture in terms of the sound, and it also sounds like water in the sound as well, which I really like. Moving on to TV shows, me and my brother have been watching Loki, and anything with time travel really confuses me, and I know they're explaining it, but I'm like, once you bring in time travel, it just really gets confusing. There is always a suspension of disbelief with I feel like superheroes, but then you add in time travel and it just I was like, realistically from an engineering standpoint, I'm like, I can't really see past it. So it is a little confusing, but I do really like the kind of model that they're doing with these TV shows, and it's making me excited for the new Doctor Strange movie that comes out, so that is really exciting as well. And then we've been rewatching Bones, which is my favorite show of all time, and I haven't watched it since it ended in 2018, so it's been a while, and I was like, I fell in love with that show and I watched it for so long, so it's fun looking back on it, especially because I think we're almost done season 1, and just how young they were, and just I was like, oh my god, I was 10 when this first came out, and now I'm 26 watching it. So it's interesting. I didn't watch it when I was 10, I watched it when I was 16, 17, so I was older, old enough to watch it. But it's interesting watching it now from an adult perspective, and just how much I've kind of based my academic career on that show. I'm an engineer, so I did my undergrad in biomedical engineering, and I was like, oh, I had a minor in anthropology because I really liked the stuff that they talked about in that show. And then I was like, I really liked physical anthropology, and I was like, you know what, I just need 2 or 3 more classes to get the degree anyways, so I just have a random Bachelor of Arts in anthropology. And then I was like, you know what, I want to be a doctor too, so I'm doing my PhD. So it's interesting to see how much of that show sparks my interest in certain areas, and my drive to achieve certain levels of academia success. So it's interesting watching that now, after it's really much shaped a lot of the things, because I could see myself in that character. So it's interesting from that point of view. So yeah, we'll probably be rewatching that show for a while because it has so many seasons. But yeah, it's just been super nostalgic, and I've been loving it, just watching it from the beginning again. So let's move on to movies. Alrighty everyone, so as always, you can follow me at LexieDM14 on Letterboxd, but let's go ahead and get started. As I already said, there isn't a lot of things that we watched over the course of June. So the first thing we ended up watching, which I was super excited about, was Raya and the Last Dragon, and it was finally available for free on Disney+, and I loved it. I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. It was so good. I really love all the recent Disney movies. It's basically everything after Tangled. I think they've done a really good job. This one, again, kind of follows in the steps of Moana, where it's not necessarily a love story. It's about a girl who kind of has to save the world, and even though it was a little bit repetitive in that sense, I still really loved it. The animation was beautiful, and I definitely want to rewatch it again because I loved it so much. And then it was funny because we were looking for a movie to watch. I was like, I was actually thinking about The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe because I loved that movie when it came out. I saw it for my 11th birthday in theaters, and it made me feel old, but this movie actually really holds up well, and it's 16 years old now. So if you I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it. I feel like even in 2005. The animation was really well done, and we definitely be watching Prince Caspian too. I had a big crush on the guy who plays Peter and Prince Caspian. Like, I don't know, be still my heart, but I loved it, and so I can't wait to watch the next one. But it's a movie that holds up well, even watching it as an adult. Like, I really enjoyed it. So yeah, even though I only watched 2 movies over the course of June, I really love them. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what you've been watching and listening to this month and all of that fun stuff. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.